NBC 10 legal analyst Mark Dana joins me now to go over more of this. Mark, thanks for coming in.
Yes, sir.
No surprise, we expected this.
We did, absolutely. It was no question when the defense got up there early on and said, you know, he was involved. Yeah. We knew that was going to happen.
Now, if you're one of his lawyers, you may have been looking for at least one of the 30 counts to come in not guilty, offering maybe a little glimmer of hope for next week when they decide if he gets a death penalty. That wasn't the case.
That wasn't the case. You would be hoping that they would say not guilty on some of the conspiracy or aiding and abetting. Remember, they had questions on both of those, and you would think that at that point in time they would have said maybe not guilty, but they didn't do it.
All right. Now we have some video of the bombing here. Remind us, almost 2 years coming up a little later this month.
Yeah.
These jurors who were seated, they were asked before it all began, can you impose the death penalty? You have no philosophical problems with that, right?
They were. Each and every one was asked that question. The problem is when it's time to really come down to it, and they've got to decide whether or not they're going to vote for the death of somebody who's been sitting in the same small courtroom that they've been in. Especially in Massachusetts, it's going to be an interesting decision.
Human nature. He's young. He looks like a kid.
Yes.
It's hard to say execute him.
But the federal statute is specific. There are aggravating circumstances. The death of a police officer, the death of a child, multiple deaths. He hits almost every single aggravating factor. But there are the mitigating factors that you just spoke about, and his age is one of them, definitely.
If you're the defense attorney, what are you going to say to that jury? How can you execute a man with so many years ahead? Are you going to play up the emotion?
There's two things that the defense attorney can do. She can say, don't allow him to be the martyr. In other words, if you recall, in this instance, this individual wants to die, so he indicated in the vote. And if that's the case, and it's her job to save his life, she's going to say, don't make him a martyr. She's also going to do a societal sympathy. Don't be like him.
Right.
So she's not going to make him out to be a hero. She might not play the fact that he's 19, but in fact, at the end of the day, she's going to do everything she can to make sure that he stays alive.
And the prosecutor was going to say, he's a cute killer.
That's
we all remember what he done, what he admits to.
That's right, and they did that even in the case in chief.
Yeah.
They brought out all of the factors, including the death of an 8-year-old boy. So there's absolutely no question that they're going to say that this was horrific, not only for the victims, but for the city of Boston and the country, and that he should die. All
right, NBC 10 legal analyst Mark Dana. We're halfway through.
We are.
Mark, thanks. No court scheduled for the rest of this week. We'll see if everybody comes back Monday morning for the penalty phase, which could take another 2 to 2.5 weeks to complete. And that could coincide with race day, Monday the 20th. That is the same jury comes back now to hear that second phase. There's a timeline of events on NBC 10 tonight and also on turnto10.com, along with a breakdown of all the counts against Tsarnaev in court today.